Hi guys, Figure-Boi here, back with another longer video, and today it is my birthday haul. And now, in comparison to other videos which I've done for hauls, which tend to last like a whole kind of episode of, modern Doctor Who, so around 45 minutes. And if this video actually does end up going really long again, I might as well say to you now, rather than at the very end. But though you could consider the thing at the end almost be a warning for similar videos like this. But I'm just going to warn you now. If you're that invested in my content, if I'm able to keep you hooked with my natural way of speaking, nothing exaggerated or Shakespearean or whatever, then I advise. So I'm basically saying you should probably just split this video up into chunks. But I want to see if I can keep this at least about 20 minutes. That's why I've tried to do some stuff than rather just, lay everything out on as it is, not even take the pops out of the boxes. I might as well just, keep it quick. No Funko Soda surprises. I thought I'd just lay them out, like, ready, and then talk about which one the chase is. But you might be able to figure out which one the chase is just from looking there. And so, yeah, some graphic novels, some Lego, some Blu-rays, the obvious pop vinyls, and so there's some other stuff up there. So, yes, let's get into it. Let's start off with the sodas then. So, I had to do a bit of lastminute.coms with more or less all of the sodas I got for my birthday, because those two... Oh, damn, I just realised my birthday, my Christmas would have been, it was actually a failure. Oh, yeah, it was a failure. No Chase sodas, because I was just going to say, those two I was hoping would arrive before Christmas, but they never did. And obviously they're both common, so there you go. Big L. But we made up for it with the Chase Two-Face, which is a metallic version. So this is the... Let's talk about the Chase first. This is the animated series version. Like on the channel before, if you're super invested in the Figure-Boi lore, I may have mentioned that I have like a Two-Face pop from the movie with Jim Carrey in it, or Jim Carrey, or however you want to say his name. I think it's the guy from Men in Black. I want to say Tommy Lee Jones played him. I could be wrong. You can correct me on that, but I'm hoping I'm right there. But I've got that version of Two-Face, like him in the orange, because at the time of getting the Two-Face, they hadn't done an animated series one, and I thought they were all done, and I thought even if they did, I thought it'd be a con exclusive that was really expensive. And in the end, they just came out with it as an exclusive that you could get at the Entertainer. But I... deliberately said to myself, no, I wouldn't get it. I would stick with the one that I got, and because I have a Lego figure of Two-Face in the animated series look, I kind of just said, well, you have that. I mean, I don't have the hairpiece. I'm sure a good YouTube friend of mine will be able to tell me where I could potentially find a hairpiece for him, because this is the Two-Face one from like... I don't know how rare the figure is by itself, but it from like 2006 or something like that. Like, it wasn't like my figure to begin with. Like, I had like this box given to me, and they happened to have Two-Face in it, but obviously it didn't have the hairpiece. So I have like the newer Two-Face figure from like 2012, but I doubt, I don't even know where that figure is, and I imagine that the hairpiece was updated, so it wouldn't even be accurate. So for now, I just given him some kind of criminal cap. But I'm not that bothered anyway, really. I said, like, if I want to get like a Two-Face from the animated series, it would have to be from a different kind of line that Funko does. And when I saw this, I was just chuffed. Yes, especially because soda's like one of my main things at the minute. And obviously it worked out well, because I didn't just, get this random figure that obviously I wanted but didn't necessarily need. I got the Chase one, so it gives it that extra bit of value, doesn't it? It doesn't make it a complete, random purchase, even though it was never really a random purchase to begin with, because, Lego stuff spends most of the time in stacker boxes and like never to be seen. Well, at least this will always be seen. Well, not always, but it's going to go somewhere which I can easily see it and access it. With the other chases and stuff in my computer room. So that is great. So who else have we got here? We have, off, you don't really like. So there you go. There's the back of it. Metallic two-phase 1 in 916. So this is the international release. I don't think this has landed on Funko Europe yet. So I've got it in advance, and it'll probably sell out, I imagine. But because I got Alvera in recently, which is another one I got on pre-order through Pop Culture. I don't know when they'll get that in stock, so I didn't have to feel as bad yesterday if I missed it. But I like to buy more than one soda through Funko Europe at a time, and they still haven't got the damn astronaut in, which is frustrating. But there you go. As you can see, you've got the unique. Well, I say unique. Well, it's got a different. It's obviously the same like art, except a white background. You've got the sparkly effect because it's metallic. Okay, let's move on now. I'm not going to show off the cans because I can't really be bothered. I'll just keep straight to the point. But so who else have we got? So we've got Ben 10, Spike from Cowboy Bebop, Two-Face, which I've already gone on and on about, Patrick Bateman from American Psycho, John Wick, Bill, no. Oh, Neo, there you go. It says it on the can right there. So we've got Keanu Reeves over here, and we've got Falcon, or Captain America, as he is now known. So yeah, so the Ben 10 one, the chase is Heat Blast. I knew when it arrived that it was not the chase, just from the weight of the can. Because also, if you've been following the Figure-Boi lore, I said if you wanted to look for Ben 10 in person, you won't have any. If you're in the UK, I don't think there's any. I wouldn't know any shop that would have one physically in shop. I wouldn't know a shop that has one physically in stock. Whatever. Anyway, I would have thought it would have been a place like Smith's, but they haven't got any more soda deliveries. And yeah, I don't like to buy more than one of the same figure. I just buy one of each. Like, I either get the chase or I don't. So I think the best option is to wait for a Heat Blast pop to come out as part of a pop line, and then just leave it at that when it comes to Ben 10 pops, because I imagine they might come out with a Gwen sooner or later, and I kind of prefer the I think I prefer this common figure anyway, because I don't know if Heat Blast really properly translates into soda form. I mean, it just looks cool because of obviously all the effort that has been put into it and the glow effect. I know I probably wouldn't be saying this, but at the same time, I think, this is cool and all. But I think I would have rather got a chase with one of the other things. And then I could have, so I got a chase Spike instead, which obviously I didn't, unfortunately. Which is actually the best chase that they've done for Cowboy Bebop. But compared to the one where they just, let's just take the glasses off. And people paid extra for that soda as well, because I think it was a box lunch exclusive. Lucky for me, I only had to pay £3. So from Smiths. Yeah. So Patrick Bateman. So that was the one which had import. It was like shipping restrictions, but they lifted it. They reduced it, and the shipping restrictions went. So that was great. So I was able to order myself one, just the common. But I forgot when I was actually bringing it upstairs that the actual like raincoat has like a plastic effect, like it feels like rubber. So that's like makes it that extra tad bit of detail makes it all the worthwhile. So I'm just grateful to finally have a Patrick Bateman piece of merch in the collection, even if it's not the bloody variant, but still cool. But when it says bloody variant, it sounds like I'm frustrated. Because it's not a bloody variant. No, it's a bloody variant. It's when he's covered in blood. But whatever. Anyway, we got Neo here, which I am actually relieved that it was the common, because I didn't want the chase. The chase is him on the phone. I think it's from a specific moment, but I prefer this more iconic pose here. So yeah, that was through Amazon. I got another one through Amazon, but I don't know when it'll arrive. I will. I'm not going to spoil what one it is, but it's one that I originally tried to order like ages ago. I might have actually mentioned it in a video before. I don't know, but yeah. But I had to cancel the order. I've got Lion-O, but it was the other figure part of that same order, so I'm hoping it will come. I don't even mind if it's common at this point. It's yeah, I'll just be happy to actually feel like it's all gone full circle. I was able to make up for it. I was able to get it in the end. I just didn't really want to pay too much for one. But anyway, and to conclude it, we have one that I probably paid a bit extra for, which was from HMV. I just wanted to bring it up to 6, and I thought, you know what, might as well get Captain America over here. Like, I've got nothing against Sam Wilson, but I really think I don't like this whole just having new versions of pre-existing characters. I'd rather just, these characters keep their original mantles and just, build on the character they already have. It would have been more preferable, in my opinion. But we got the iconic moment from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What was it? Do better, Senator! About actually being able to tell him how he could do better, because, he doesn't know as much as he thinks he does. But anyway, and I'll talk more about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier a bit when we get onto the pop finals. We might be able to see up there. So yeah, that's really it. I had a feeling that the Falcon one was Captain America one was a common, just from the weight of the can, but there were like 2 in the shop, and this one wasn't dented. Like, I did try to fill the can, see how heavy it was, because I think the Chase has the wings. But I still went with that one anyway, because it's unreliable, because I don't want to buy the dented can just for it to be a common, because I feel pretty stupid, because if that's the case, I should have just bought the other one, because at least could have been a common, but at least the can was in good condition. But we'll never know. So I hope if it was the Chase, then I hope it actually went to someone that actually cares about the new Marvel phases, like maybe actually believes that it isn't a complete disaster. But obviously I think I bought that mainly just because it was a character I didn't have, and I just wanted to up the but it's still like a very detailed figure. I'm glad to have it, because I mean, they seem to have an interesting villain for the new Captain America movie. But there you go. Like I said, I mean no disrespect to Sam Wilson, like him more as the Falcon, but this whole, like I said, it just feels like they don't have any originality or creativity. It's almost like, damn, we don't have Captain America anymore. We need to give someone else Captain America. No, you don't. You can just make something out of the characters you already have. It just makes it feel like you actually have no faith in them, as they already are. Like, I'm actually trying to be in defense of him, for crying out loud. But anyway, well, to some degree, probably not in the way that you want me to be in defense of him, but there you go. So yeah, there's the comics there, but I think we should just move on to the pop finals next. I'm not taking them out. I'm just gonna keep them in. But some of them I got from Game, as you can probably tell from the labels there for Donald and Goofy. So yeah, birthday 2016, I had the I got the original Mickey Mouse, which the box was extremely damaged. I'll never forget that. But I was just happy to get one. But here we are now, after waiting ages to complete the trio or whatever. We finally have Donald and Goofy. Well, clearly, but these are from the new anniversary line. I think I saw pictures of these ages ago, back in May last year, but they must have been postponed because I only managed to get them this year. But I'm just glad they came out at all, because they did come out with a new Donald, but it was like a Hollywood exclusive. It's almost like an updated version of well, no, it was like the Scrooge McDuck, pop they had, that is like a similar pose to that. It wasn't really anything special, but I would have really wanted it at the time, because I was obsessed with getting a Donald Duck. I really wanted one. I was even thinking of paying extra for the original, but I'm glad I didn't go down that route, because they had a new Goofy mold to work with, and we still hadn't seen that mold be coloured normally, and then here we are now. So at least it just feels, it's like poetry. It rhymes, in terms of me and these Disney pops. I finally get them on my birthday, and I also independently bought them from my local game store with my own card. I didn't run to Dad and say, "Oh, can you help me pay for this?" I managed to do it myself with no issues. So that makes it that extra bit better. My confidence grew by 1% that day. Right, let's see what else we got, which people might recognise. So, I explain, the reasoning behind the Wonder Woman. So this is the same Wonder Woman pop that I already have, but a repaint. Oh my god, why would you buy the same? Right, now, well, I bought this one mainly because I bought the Wonder Woman soda in hopes that I would manage to pull the classic Wonder Woman, which even though I don't even think this is the classic, I can't find any original artwork with her in this suit. This is the new 52 one. So this is from the new Justice League storyline from like 2012 or something. Like I remember buying the individual Panini comics from W.H. Smith for them. So I was really happy to be able to get someone gave me their volume with the complete arcing, because I don't think I ever completed the arc, but here we are. Bum. So yeah, at least I've made up for the chase, and it's like a trip down memory lane, because it's got the Underground's toys sticker, and it's got the PX preview, so double sticker. Oh my god! Right, and who else have we got? Speed, Racer. Right, so I kind of bought that because it was reduced to entertainer, and there was some memes going around, like, because he was just a very insane character. But yeah, maybe, like I said, it was only £7.50, like, along with John Walker, who I actually think did nothing wrong in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I actually, thought he was actually an alright guy. He made some stupid decisions, but I don't think he was the true, I don't think he was really a bad guy, but they try and paint him as this terrible, toxic person. I don't know if he's going to be one of the new super villains. And is it the Thunderbolts or something with Yelena and stuff? So, but yeah, I have nothing against him. I could have got a Zemo from this line as well at one point, but he's really expensive now. But I ironically now, I don't know how many times I've used ironically in this video, but ironically, now I actually want a Zemo pop with him without the mask. Because after watching Civil War again and seeing him in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I was like, I actually really like this villain. I would like to see more of him, because I think the actor, I can't remember, is it Daniel Brawl or something like that, I think. Sorry if I got his name wrong, no disrespect. I've seen him in a lot of other films recently. I saw him in an ad for a film on one of my DVDs. He does a lot of war kind of stuff, doesn't he? I think. Oh yeah, he was in this war film recently as well. Actually, that's the point. So I might have to look into his filmography, actually, because I was actually very impressed. Even though they kind of made a little bit of a fool of him in like one particular scene, which, considering it's like his backstory, it might not have been best appropriate. You might have even seen another meme of him. What was it? He's out of line, but he's right. That's another meme from The Falcon and Winter Soldier. So, but anyway, this has got nothing to do with US Agent, has it? Right. So obviously in the show he's made the new Captain America, because US Agent is basically like a discount Captain America if you think about it. But he doesn't wear that suit till the very end. But shouldn't say that. That's spoilers. But there you go. Yeah. So at least it doesn't feel like, if I was to get a US Agent pop, at least it isn't. It doesn't feel like I've got like a complete clone of Captain America. But I wouldn't mind getting a. I wouldn't have mind getting a John Walker pop of him. With the with his mask off or something. But there you go. Because he was one of the reasons I kept watching that show. Now, I was supposed to hate him, but I ended up liking him the most. Right. Gave the best performance, probably even better than bloody, was it Bucky? We had the same bloody kind of. Oh, don't remind me of that. I don't want to go too much detail. I would recommend the show for him alone, to be honest. Anyway, let's look at the other pops we have, because we don't want to drag this out too long, do we? Because I want to see if we can keep this at half an hour or something. So those two were from Pop Culture, like the first 4 sodas in that row. So you've got Tony Soprano with Duck. You can get the common one now. Smith's had some in, but I don't even know why they have Sopranos pops there. Isn't exactly child friendly, but there you go. We've got Katara from Avatar, which is a show that I'm really enjoying at the minute. I've got like 10 episodes of series 1 left to go, but I'm actually, I've probably made points on it before, but I like it. I don't think I can see myself watching the spin-off, but I will definitely see the original series, and I'll probably steer away from the Netflix adaptation either if it turns out to be anything like that awful, what was it, live action one. I actually remember that one being advertised through McDonald's back in the day, as in the original live-action film. What just shows how old I'm getting now. Yeah. Avatar, Neytiri. Like I said, I've made it clear that I'm not really a big Avatar fan, but she's probably one of the reasons I'd watch it again. And the sequel, played by the wonderful Zoe Saldana? Saldana? I'm just going to call her Gamora. Like, sorry, I'm seriously sorry if I butchered or got anyone's names wrong when they watch this video. Bella Porsche. Did think about getting one from London, which is the Builder in a Builder Bitch outfit. Like, I've listened to a couple of the songs. I know her mostly through like Instagram videos and TikToks and stuff. But yeah, she I just felt I had to get one. She is, of course, seemed like a stunning woman in more ways than one. And I actually like how we've got like a unique mole, like when she's, well, compared to other parts, she's actually seated. Like, it's a very nice one. So I just had to, I'm glad I didn't compulsively buy it last time when I waited, because it would have felt kind of stupid to have 2 Bella Porsches, because it makes it look as though I'm a big Bella Porsche like fan. I mean, well, simp. Maybe, but I do appreciate some of her songs. It's not that bad. Music videos were all right. One I like the hotel one. Samurai Jack. So this was reduced. The only one that was left. This was one that character that I would have wanted to get as a soda, but they didn't have it at Wolverhampton. I didn't get any sodas from Wolverhampton. The only ones they had were, like, would have probably interested me if I'd already have them as pops, which was Ash from was it Evil Dead, and an Aquaman. Though I want to hold out for a Jason Momoa, not Khal Drogo. Oh, actually use their celebrity names. Oh, but yeah, with this new film that's coming out. Though I've said I'm going to put my foot down. I won't see it at the cinema, but maybe I will. It depends on what James Gunn says in the coming weeks. But yeah, there you go. I think that's it, really. But I'm glad I managed to get this one reduced, because I mean, I would have bought the soda, and if I got the chase, I'd been kind of half disappointed, because I actually prefer this costume. So yeah, there's John Walker. Just that run in just a really awesome mold. So to actually get that for pretty cheap, rather than as a last minute pop through like a place like Comic Con or something, where everything is like ridiculously overpriced. Oh, one more. Actually, I might just do this to get it out of the way. Because I didn't get any glow chases through Funko Sodas, so I want something to glow as part of this video before I go over to the comic books. Some of these figures aren't even supposed to. They have like certain paint that gives some kind of glow in the dark effect, like the black light ones. Hopefully I don't hurt myself doing this. You can see the Banff is supposed to glow as well. His eyes are I didn't know his eyes glowed. But it were. Yeah, there you go. I can't really properly do it on this video. Probably. Come on. What's going on? No context, Figure-Boi. I can't really do it. That's supposed to glow as well. Probably see it. I'll start it. At least I showed something off. Ow, hopefully I haven't hurt myself seriously bad. I busted my back doing videos. That's why I've been doing shorts. Right. Hope I don't accidentally blind myself with the UV light in my black light tool. But then I think we should be alright now. Let's put Ashy back. So there you go, the bloody cat. Great, now my bro is making noise now, so hopefully it doesn't disturb this video, because I don't want to start from the beginning. We should be alright. Okay, so what else have we got to... Now we're coming up to 30 minutes. We have some Marvel graphic novels, which these three here are from the graphic novel collection, and these are from obviously the earlier run, because there was a new run from 2016 which I initially subscribed to but cancelled. But what I do now is I go through the list and see what volumes they did. I try and track down the original volumes for cheap. I did this for mostly for the Eagle Moss DC box, to be fair. Like the Terra Babel one over here. Probably someone had like a listing on eBay for that version from the Eagle Moss for like £10. But I ended up just ordering a used copy of the official release, which is supposed to be a deluxe version, so I imagine it might have stuff that isn't in the Eagle Moss edition, but and it's in hardback as well, so the artwork will be bigger. I know the other one, but it's much bigger. Not just, well, obviously they're like hardback hit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I really mean. I mean, as in the artwork will probably be much bigger and stuff. Might be of higher quality as well. And they might have some like artwork at the back. Well, like behind, I don't know about interview. You know what I mean? Like the making of this comic kind of thing. I know they had that kind of stuff in there, and it probably had it in Eagle Moss as well, but you might have that extra bit more of it here. So and this was also a purchase I had from Waterstones, which is a sort of kind of last minute purchase too. Like, I was using my own card, so it wasn't as big a deal. I wasn't using my parents' cash to purchase this, so I was able to pay that bit extra for the Death of the Family, not Death in the Family that I had. I've got the Death in the Family graphic novel. This is a completely different one. It just sounds so similar. Like, I think I had this on my Amazon wishlist at some point, and with a ton of other stuff as well. But yeah, that I think I took a lot of it because of cost reasons, but I might put everything back on now. Now that I've got a ton of birthday money and stuff. So what does this say? Death of the Family will go down as one of the best Joker stories in history. I wonder if the pregnant Joker storyline will also make that category. If you've seen that cursed fan fiction from the... DC is dead, isn't it? DC is flipping dead, and so is Marvel. You know, before long, they'll literally be... You know what? Good cut. They'll literally be Marvel zombies. Ooh. So, my cousin has like a hardback of this, and this version seems to be different. I think it's just like a normal. I wasn't sure if the comic itself was different, but it seems the same actually upon. Because I remember the Silver Surfer and I found the right page. It does seem the right one. And this is written by one of my favourite comic book writers, Robert Kirkman, who happened to do The Walking Dead. I'm reading Invincible at the minute, but I'm kind of hit and miss towards it. But I just need to finish this omnibus, and I'll probably go back to reading The Boys again. But which is not written by him, but it's kind of both shows have adaptations through Amazon Prime, don't they? So there's that link. So there you go. And also we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I probably won't be buying any more of these, but we've got a Scooby-Doo reference, and this is where I think I might bring the Lego up. In that I'm currently building the DeLorean still. I've got like this one last bit to do. I kind of need some help constructing it. I'm hoping my dad will help me because I've personalised it a bit too much. But as long as it doesn't look too weird and I I can actually properly display it somewhere and it doesn't get in the way of anything, then it should be fine. Because I was thinking to myself, in terms of the next deluxe set, I imagine I've been wanting them to do a future armor for a long time. But another thing I actually really want them to do is to get the Scooby-Doo license back, because it'd be really good to get like an updated Mystery Machine with all the gang in it. And hopefully it won't be based off the Valma TV series, because otherwise I might as well just set fire to it, you know. You know, because who wants a flipping, you know, Valma set? Ugh. I think Valma was exclusive to the Mystery Machine site, wasn't she? So, there you go. Oh, this is from this goes up to season 3. Well, that's fair enough. Because I think I might just leave it there, to be honest. Don't want to delve too deep, because, you know, I'm still on volume 1, and I actually think it's alright. I mean, the artwork is almost... It's just weird sometimes, because you have work by different artists, and some of the art is really good, and some of the art is, like, okay, and so it sort of closely resembles them. But one of the complaints was, like, it doesn't match the TV series in terms of that. It doesn't have that same kind of feeling to it, but obviously I don't really mind, so long as it's got some, as long as it makes an interesting read, and you've got some good artwork in there, because I just have to show this off here. If you follow Funko, you'll see that her husband recently was on the Funko podcast. So here you go. Doesn't she just? It's just look. Is this a real photo or is this artwork? I don't know, but it looks pretty good. So yeah, there you go. What else have I got here? So My Hero Academia Ultra Analysis. This is some kind of guide. I saw this. Just wanted to. I guess it has a guide to all the characters. It might be kind of useful, but it probably needs updating because they introduced another 500 million last week. So, right. So this is some random bot that was reduced at Waterstones. You can pick on the only one, but you know the real reason why I got this. We bought multiple copies to give away as gifts. Only 99p. I was worried Mum was going to think of buying up their whole stock. There you go. At least I could get a Hermione, like an updated Hermione thing now. Because I've bought this set, which is based off the Chamber of Secrets, which I also saw was a good YouTube friend. And I've mentioned before that I wanted to I was hoping that, you know, going back to Funko Sodas, if they did like Harry Potter ones, I would have thought the chase for Hermione would have the cat hair. But, you know, chases aren't actually as easy to get as I naively have thought back in October when I was at my peak. So it was better to get this, especially if it comes with Golden Harry. It'd be good to get some new, a new lot of figures that aren't, you know, just kept hidden away. So there you go. So that's pretty neat. I'm not really sure about the short legs. Oh, so you can also make them look like... Oh, that's very clever. You can make them look like Vincent Crab. I didn't know that. That's pretty good. That's very clever. You know what? I will give Lego props to that. But if I had my way, I would find new black legs for all of them because it just looks... I get it because they're supposed to be the younger versions, but it looks off to me. I'm not used to it because usually for a long time they just use normal legs, regardless of which film it was. So yeah, I've got to finish this DeLorean first, like I said, because I've still got the Batman and this other Lego Star Wars set to do. Oh yeah, House of the Dragon, can't forget that. So I know I've got like Sky Atlantic, so I can just watch this on, you know, catch up. But you have to skip through ads, and there's no subtitles, which I require. So because I can't always make out what they're talking about. But here we are. So at least we've got something to work with here, and it'll be good to watch this again before season 2 comes out in another decade's time. Yeah, at 18. Luckily it's my 22nd birthday, so I hopefully should be old enough to watch this. It's just the Blu-ray police come after me and don't consider me mentally able, or whatever the phrase would be. But there you go. Millie Alcock. I think she should be the new. Well, it's a long shot. It's just another case of, people casting Stranger Things actors in high profile roles. I mean, I think she could closely resemble what was it, Spider-Gwen, but they probably won't cast her. It's the MCU. I have a good feeling of what they do. But there you go. Pretty chuffed with that. So I'll be sure to rewatch this with my bro at some point. But I think he actually wanted to watch House of the Dragon more than me. And then we watched it. He's like, you know what? This is probably better than Game of Thrones Series 8. But I think it's a stretch to say it's better than the first series of Game of Thrones. It's probably more complicated, but I wouldn't necessarily say it was better. But there you go. Is there anything else I want to say before I close this off? Is there anything? I guess my main thing is thank you for watching my birthday haul video. I don't know if I've made a big thing about it being my birthday in this video. I don't even know if I even introduced this as my birthday haul. But it will definitely be in the title, of course. And I'll probably even do a custom thumbnail if it looks any good. So yeah, if you watch this video, like I said, I'm extremely grateful. Stay tuned for more, because I might do another reflection video before the end of the month with pop vinyls again. So as long as I don't bust my back in the process. And, yeah. If you want, leave it a like, comment. What's your favourite thing from this video? If it's even possible to have a favourite thing about a Figure-Boi video. Maybe I should have got a violin for my birthday as well. But I unfortunately never learned to play an instrument other than the triangle or the tambourine, even though I probably wouldn't be able to use them properly. But there, yeah, this is very awkward now, isn't it? It usually happens. I never know how to end the video, so maybe I should just do a Sopranos and end it mid-sentence, so you think it's just something's wrong with your phone or something. I don't know. But yes, I think I'm going to go now. So cheers. And hope you've enjoyed the first month of 2023. Yeah.